With the WWE Roadblock Network special over, it's time to go over the results for any of you who missed it. Obviously, spoilers ahead, so if you want our predictions, then go and watch the previous WWE Roadblock predictions video instead. First up, we had the New Day versus the League of Nations for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Before the match started, we had the New Day come out to the ring with a mysterious table set up with something underneath a red piece of cloth. This surprise was Booty-O cereal, as the New Day went on their best new DX style meta shilling exercise. An empty display box is available on WWEshopzone.com for those that, as they promised, Booty-Os. They make sure you ate booty. The match showed just how over the New Day are, with some heel-like shenanigans at the end from Xavier Woods. A ref distraction made that King Barrett ate the big ending from Big E, and the New Day held on to their titles at this, the end of the road to WrestleMania. Your winners, and still WWE Tag Team Champions, the New Day. As an added extra, in an exclusive WWE.com backstage interview, they came across the Revival from NXT, before meeting new backstage interviewer Greg Hamilton. In the interview, they took a jab at teams who mentioned them on Twitter and social media. Teams that can't work together and who aren't there to challenge them. This may have been a reference to the Twitter war that they're currently engaged in with New Japan Pro Wrestling's elite tag team trio, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Chris Jericho versus Jack Swagger. With a bunch of extra matches added to this show, the match between Y2J Chris Jericho and Jack Swagger was a great, even if surprising addition. Making sure that he was heel in his home country, Jericho told the fans that he hated Canada and all of his Canadian fans. He made sure to mention how accomplished Swagger was, just in case it slipped anyone's mind. This was a great wrestling match between the two, with both of them coming out of it looking strong. Jack Swagger being the face here did make for some surreal imagery, like Swagger going for his "We the People" chant, with Old Glory waving behind him on a smaller Titantron. The Canadian fans ate this up and joined right along with it. There were also a few scattered CM Punk chants for some reason, with the Toronto WWE Universe making sure that he was not forgotten. After some great back and forth action, Y2J got the upper hand, making the all-American Swagger tap to the walls of Jericho. After the match ended, the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller walked at the entrance ramp. He snatched and ripped up a fan's "Get Well Soon" Brett sign. He's such a great heel, and I can't wait to see him going up against AJ Styles at WrestleMania this year. Your winner, Chris Jericho. The NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival, versus Enzo Amore and Colin Cassady. For anyone who isn't watching NXT right now, this match was an education, why you really should start soon. The fans in Ricoh Stadium respect both of these teams immensely, but they just love Enzo, Big Cass and Carmella. The match was a clinic, with Enzo and Cass using their great dynamic to pull off some unique double team maneuvers. This didn't stop the Revival show off why they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, with some great double teams of their own. After Dash and Dawson managed to use Carmella as a distraction against Big Cass on the outside, they turned their attention back to Enzo. He ended up taking the Shatter Machine finisher, and the Revival hold on to their titles. Even if they didn't win tonight, Enzo, Cass and Carmella have a bright future ahead once they make it to the main roster after WrestleMania. I for one cannot wait. Your winners and still NXT Tag Team Champions, The Revival. Charlotte versus Natalya for the WWE Divas Championship. Another match added onto the stacked card at this WWE Network special was Canada's own Natalya squaring off against Charlotte for the WWE Divas Championship. Natty dedicated this match on Instagram to her uncle Bret Hart in his ongoing fight with cancer. With Ric Flair accompanying his daughter to the ring, we knew that there were shenanigans afoot. The match seemed to be more focused on the two exchanging submissions, which, as impressive as it was, didn't seem to set the crowd on fire. Natalya fought her way out of the Charlotte variation of her father's favourite move, the figure 4 or figure 8 leg lock. Natty's defying nose did seem to wake up the crowd. The match ended with Charlotte having her feet on the ropes while she pinned the Total Divas star. Not the best match that these two have had, but both women did come out looking good, and the Canadian crowd got a treat from arguably two of the best divas on the roster. Your winner and still WWE Divas Champion, Charlotte. Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt. This match was changed from its original one-on-one between Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar into a handicap match, Wyatt family member Luke Harper on Bray's team. Wyatt left the ring once Lesnar entered and left Harper to take his place. The imposing Luke Harper took Lesnar to the limit, constantly knocking him down with big boots and big moves. A calculated Bray kept outside of this battle, looking in on the fight but never actually getting physically involved. It did look like at the beginning of this match, Harper had a good chance of making a name for himself here, defeating Brock. The tide quickly turned though, and the Beast Incarnate took Harper to Suplex City, which is even more impressive taking into account the height and size of the big man. Finally, Brock picked up Harper for an F5 and took the Wyatt family member down succinctly. The interesting thing here is that as Bray and Lesnar didn't actually face off at all in this match, they could still have a match down the line, with this whole encounter adding a lot more fuel to the fire in their heated rivalry. Your winner, Brock Lesnar. Sami Zayn vs Stardust. The last of the unscheduled matches saw the Canadian-bred Sami Zayn take on the eccentric Stardust. The crowd were on their feet when Sami's music played, and they were definitely behind the infamous luchador's best friend. Stardust put on an amazing display and really made the match feel much more important than it was, with loads of false finishes. He also managed to stop Zayn from getting the upper hand from the top rope, even managing to do a Kurt Angle and explode up onto the top turnbuckle to meet Sami at one point. The match was a little longer than anything they would have had on Raw, and made both of them look, in addition to Stardust, very impressive. No surprise that Sami picked up the win here, still a great contest between the two. Your winner, Sami Zayn. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Triple H versus Dean Ambrose. This match was what everyone was waiting for, and with all speculation and build for it, you forget that this was only announced 2 weeks ago. First of all, you should definitely watch this match, which saw Dean Ambrose showing that he can perform with the best and get the crowd to believe in him. The whole match felt like it could have been headlining WrestleMania, and added to the whole feeling of this show being WrestleMania in an alternate timeline where Roman Reigns was never in the WWE. The Lunatic Fringe made sure that Triple H had to earn this win, and many times it looked like he may actually do the impossible. There was some controversy when it seemed that Dean actually had the game for the 3 count, but the referee disallowed it as Dean's foot was underneath the rope. The crowd went crazy, but then it did make Dean look like a much stronger contender, with the cerebral assassin holding onto his title with equal parts luck and skill. When the King of Kings managed to actually get Dean up for the pedigree and the 3 count, it looked like this match had taken his all. Luckily, there was no run-in from Roman, even though I'm sure many of you may have wanted that, or even the rumoured Seth Rollins, who is still out with a legitimate injury. All in all, a great match that almost lived up to expectations, but would have easily surpassed them if Ambrose managed to upset the game. Your winner and still WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H. So, 3 out of 4 correct from the predictions episode wasn't too bad. All in all, a good show and a great warm-up for WrestleMania 32. Did this network special go the way you thought it would? And did you like it? Comment below to let us know. If you liked this video, give us a like, and of course subscribe for more videos. This has been a Foul Original. See you next time, and thanks for watching.